Jack Scoma. I'm here with the Big Red Sports Network. I'm going to talk to Caroline Foster of the girls lacrosse team today.
I'm Caroline Foster. I'm a fifth former. I play lacrosse and field hockey, and I'm looking forward to the spring season, hopefully.
All right, so Caroline, first question. After what transpired last year, obviously with COVID-19 happening and the cancellation of all spring sports at Lawrenceville, what was something that you and your team took away and kind of learned as a group, maybe like a mindset or a goal that you guys have coming into this season that was based off losing last year?
Well, after losing last year, obviously we want to fight for the Triple Crown and other tournaments and win stuff like that, but I think we kind of learned we need to appreciate every day of practice, every game that we get, even if it's games that are usually less competitive than other ones. So I think going into this season, we're definitely having the mindset of just being appreciative of what we do have and the time that we have together, and just working our hardest every day at practice and making sure that we're there for each other, have each other's backs, and take advantage of the time that we have this spring.
As a leader on this team and somebody that's trying to help this team, this program take the next step, do you guys have any specific season goals that you have planned out? Are there certain championships and games that you're looking forward to? Could we just get a little insight into that?
Yeah, so I guess in a normal year, we would be able to compete for the Triple Crown. We don't know yet, but that's typically a goal. But I guess this year, without that in mind, it's really just to push ourselves and for whatever game we get to play, just go as hard as possible, go for an undefeated season if possible. I know that there are only a couple seniors on the team, and we all really want to do our best, but also push the underclassmen to work as hard as possible so we can build the future of the team.
Exactly. And then obviously, like I stated earlier, you guys in all spring sports at Lawrenceville had their season canceled last year. So was there any difficulty? And if so, and if there was not, what did you guys do in order to stay connected during this virtual period that we had as a school?
I think it was definitely hard for our team last year. We switched coaches, as you know, from Grace McGaffin to Ewan. Ewan coached before, but she's never coached any of the current players in lacrosse. It's definitely great that a lot of us we've had seasons with her for field hockey because there's so much of a crossover. But it's been hard, and we're trying to stay connected, but people don't really want to buy in. So that's kind of what we're going to have to do in the spring. The seniors, leaders on the team, is really just push everyone to buy in and work their hardest and stay connected, because we didn't do as good of a job as we could have in the off season.
Sounds good. And then touching on the arrival of Coach Ewan, I know that she was already at the school, but what has she done to bring a new mentality to the program? Has she implemented any of her ideas yet that you think are really going to benefit the team as a whole in the future?
This fall we sort of did those practices, and she told us all beforehand she doesn't care who shows up. If you show up, we'll have fun, and that's how we're doing it. But the spring, it's going to be different. Every person is trying out. So we had a technical roster last year. No one is safe if you've been on varsity for 2 years or if you've never been on it before. Everyone's trying out, same playing field. So I think that's interesting that she's making us all really be competitive and work for our spot and not take anything for granted. And she's very competitive, super smart, knows what she's doing. So I'm looking forward to working with her for lacrosse in addition to field hockey.
Okay, and then last question is just if you could summarize in a few sentences what your favorite girls lacrosse moment at Lawrenceville has been in the last, 2-3 years, whatever you want to call it. But what was your greatest memory, your fondest memory that you'll always remember?
We definitely we had great practices, games. We like to have fun and work hard, but favorite one would be MCT finals sophomore year playing Princeton High School. And so I grew up in Princeton and I played rec with all of those girls and some of my best friends from town. So getting to play them and then getting to just handily beat them was amazing. And that was really when I started to, make an impact on the team. And I think that game, especially for me, was a little bit of a breakout moment. So definitely super special. And it was great getting to play that final game with those upperclassmen.
That's awesome. Thank you, Caroline, for taking the time with me to sit down and go over
Of course.
what to expect in the spring. And we're obviously going to keep our eye out for your team. So good luck in the future.
Thank you.